Hi friends, it's Andrea. I hope you're having a great day. I am finishing up a bag that I designed impromptu. It was inspired by a bag that my friend Susan was sewing last Thursday in our Sewspire Studio 365 community. And I got a few details from her about the measurements and the technique and then designed my own. So I'm going to finish sewing around the perimeter. I'm going to turn it right side out and show it to you. And if you like it, let me know in the comments and I can produce a full step-by-step tutorial. I did make a few changes to it, which I'll go over when I show you what the bag looks like. And then if you don't want to know how to make it, that's great too. I hope it serves as a source of inspiration for you, just as Susan's bag inspired me to make this one. So let me finish sewing around the perimeter here. What I think really sets this bag apart is the exterior. This month we are focused on crafting bandana bags. I made a really pretty purple one last week. I wanted to show you this purple bag too. It turned out so fantastic. This is a classic bandana. This is my large market tote, which I have a tutorial and a PDF for. I incorporated a fun tie closure, 2 front pockets. The gingham really makes this bag, and then I used an extra bandana here on the handle, and I have 2 wide pockets on the inside. It's an absolutely fantastic bag. All you have to do is get the bandanas and follow my large market tote tutorial. But what I did is I used 1 bandana for the exterior of this, and I put in 2 2-inch pleats, and then I tack those down with a 4-inch strip or band across the top. And then once I had that exterior panel done, and that measured approximately 13.5 inches wide, then I used that to cut the interior. I installed that zipper so I could turn it right side out. And the reason that I am birthing this bag versus a drop-in lining, which you could do if you wanted double handles, I wanted this to have a single shoulder strap. So the best way to get that look was to birth the bags. Anyways, Susan's bag inspired this, but a long time ago, I remember a woman on Etsy selling bags like this, and she made them in all different sizes. Some of them had exterior pockets, they definitely had interior pockets, and she marketed them as diaper bags, and they were crazy cute. And I certainly thought that they would be a lot more complicated than they are. This project came together in less than an hour and a half. Like, it's really, really easy to sew. So here I have a oversized zipper pocket, and I left the bottom of that open. I have my zipper open as well, so I can pull this bag through. Here's a beautiful bandana. It matches my nails perfectly. I love this color. It's like a slate aqua blue. I call it a depressing blue, but I really, really do like it. Okay, so this is my interior. It's kind of a patchwork denim, even though it is not denim, it's cotton. I incorporated a 2-inch depth into this bag. And before I get this all turned completely around, I want to go ahead and close up my zipper pocket, which is easy enough to do because it's just a straight edge. I just fold everything over, finger press that, and I'm going to stitch that closed. I'm so happy to have creative time during the day. I really enjoy sewing in the daylight hours. And now that school's done and my internship is over, I feel like I'm getting my life back, guys. I've been doing a lot of thinking about what I want to tackle next, creative wise, and I have some big ideas that I'll be sharing with you in the near future. I just want to be so mindful right now to not overschedule myself, because I really got dangerously close to burnout if I didn't completely burn myself out. I had way too many things going at one time, but I made it. That's all that matters. Okay, here's my beautiful zipper. I used the rose gold hardware and a navy zipper, and the rose gold looks beautiful with the blue, doesn't it? All right, so I want to get this lining tucked in here so I can show you how cute this bag is. And what I really need to do is press this very well, which I don't have the iron preheated, so I'm not going to do that right now, but you'll have to imagine. I'm going to press this very well, and then I'm going to change out my thread color and top stitch all the way around this perimeter with some navy thread. But I think you're going to be able to get the gist of this bag. Like, it's really cute, isn't it? And this bandana is perfect for this. It has a little bit of a different pattern on it. It's not quite as traditional, and obviously the color is gorgeous. I found these really pretty bandanas at the Walmart by the purses, and they are lighter bandanas, 100% cotton, which I think is important. But what I did was line the bandana with a piece of canvas, like cotton duck canvas, and it still allowed for it to have this nice kind of fluid slouch to it, but it offers it the structure that you want so that it doesn't just collapse, because these bandanas are actually semi-transparent. They're thin, but a nice design, and you can't beat the colors on it. So basically, this bag has a 2-inch depth there, and then it has two 2-inch pleats on the front and the back, and those splay out so that it gives it this fantastic shape here. And once this is pressed and top stitched, it's going to look even better. So again, I had to birth it because I wanted this shoulder strap here. I just think it's such a cute hobo look. So if you're interested in the tutorial, I'm going to need you to obviously like the video and comment for me, because again, I'm being so mindful of my time and just my personal energy. I want to devote as much of my life as possible doing things that I love. So I don't want to guess if you guys want to learn how to make this bag. I certainly don't want to take the time to produce the tutorial and then you didn't want to make the bag. But I am more than happy, and have always been, to share my skills and talents and inspiration with this beautiful community. So if you're interested, I need you to like the video, and I need you to comment that you do want the step-by-step tutorial. If you do not, again, I hope that this project inspires you. I think it is so cute, and I am probably going to make a couple more of these. I'm going to go ahead and give you some measurements on this so you can get an idea about the size. Across the top here from strap to strap is 10.5 inches. And then across the bottom from corner to corner, it's 18 inches. So that is a really awesome silhouette. And you always have the option of bringing those pleats in and not having that splay out so much, but I really think it adds so much character to the bag. And then height wise, we're coming in at 13 inches. So it is a great size bag. It has just the magnetic snap closure and then a deep zipper pocket there. I think you could add a bank of slip pockets, but I want to try to limit the amount of fabric because I think that's going to inhibit the slouchiness of this some. And as always, please know the creative genius in me will be celebrating the creative genius in you. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting.